issues. So how you overcome all kind of this question, and for the Taiwanese company, how we can learn and share your experience regarding this rule changing and distribution channel creation and your brand promotion.
Okay, there's several points. Starting with the SO2, sulfur dioxide. So for those who are in Taiwan, you probably figure out what happened. Why suddenly the SO2? Because we never had an issue with that chemical. Anyways, so we want to comply with regulations, but we also want to have a discussion of what's the limitation. Can you differentiate what's added afterwards and what's natural occurred? And they couldn't. So, and we also understand the presence of for FDA to be there is to help, because food now it's like a big industry. So we understand that FDA is there to protect us. So we don't want to blame them. But then it's very difficult when we are, so it's a comparison, not comparison, it's like industry versus artisanship or artisanal craft or product. So the only way is to not give up. If you know your product, first thing, you have to know your product. Okay, Mario Sharp, we know Mario Sharps. Okay, so no problem at all. Mario Sharp even sent their own product to Guatemala, to Mexico, to do other tests that they couldn't do it in Belize. They did even some other tests before Taiwan. For example, HACCP, they had it way before Taiwan. Okay, and so Mario Sharp also wants to comply with all the regulations. And what's best is like finding a supplier who wants to help. Mario Sharp helped us by suggesting what if they change some of their recipe, even, just so that we can get Mario Sharp's hot sauce into Taiwan. Okay? Just for Taiwan, basically speaking. And we are so thankful and appreciated, and just going back and forth, not giving up. And what's the other question again? Sorry.
No problem. So regarding how you make it successful when you're facing all this kind of rule regulation changing.
Well, you have to study. You have to know your stuff. And for example, like by importing anything that's food you want to sell, you have to run those tests in Taiwan. So you have to pay to run those tests. So our company did that, and we made sure it's okay for us to sell in Taiwan. So you also, if you want to import any food product, anything that we can ingest and not the issue, you have to run all the tests and comply with all the regulations here in Taiwan. So vice versa, yeah.
That's great. So we have a positive discussion today from the micro side, like the investment climate, incentive of Belize, and also the investment side, how to find a good chance, which sectors for investment in Belize. And also finally we have a micro side for like we have a business intention, what can find from Belize, and also consider can import or to set up something like a factory or something else in Belize. And due to we have a limitation time and it's a heavy raining week, and also most important we have another session for tea and coffee. That's most important. Happy ending today. So we thanks for everyone to join this seminar and discussion. But I think all this one is good teachers for business in Belize. After this one, you will come to have a business idea exchange or keep the contact way for in the future connection. So anything else we can continue. It is not finished. We just start for today. Okay, thank you.